talked about like our life goals and our life plans and like kind of our dreams and aspirations that we had and like what we wanted to do with our lives when we grew up. And like they just were so similar and like matched so well and fit so perfectly.
That walk was like literally like 10 minutes, and like that is like where we fell in love.
Where am I supposed to be? Washed up, pushed out, or on my feet? Tell me, is this a dream, or am I stuck in a movie scene? Daily, lately, I'm spinning away so crazy. So baby, just take me. I think I'm caught up in the way I feel about you. I don't know how I can be so drawn into you. I think I'm falling into you. I think I'm caught up in the wave of you.
Yeah, so my first impression of Noelle was when we met at my old high school, actually, and we were in a big group of people, and it was kind of funny because when we were in the big group of people, like I don't know, I didn't really look at anybody else, and like my friend was introducing me to all of these friends because they had like a mutual friend, I guess, and so they're introducing everybody. And my friend, he was like, yeah, I don't remember everybody's names, but this is Noelle. and so then I was like, hi Noelle, it's nice to meet you. My name's Ephraim. And I just thought she was really gorgeous, very beautiful girl, super kind, very caring. You could tell like she was just very genuine, a very genuine soul from like just seeing her.
Honestly, I wish I remembered more from when we first met, but like I just remembered that he went to Utah State, or he was going there, and I liked his hair. I thought your hair was cute.
Hear that, Mom?
And then I guess the first impression that I remember, he was just a very like talkative, nice guy, like very personable, easy to talk to, pretty chill, pretty fun.
Yeah.
Thought he was cute. Had a little crush on him.
It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I just remember I stayed up till like 3 a.m. talking to my roommate and his now girlfriend, and I remember talking to them, and they were like, you just gotta ask her on the date, dude, like you just gotta do it. And I was like, okay. And so the next day when I was studying with my roommate, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna ask her if she wants to like go out for lunch after she gets off of work.
It's actually funny because I was about to ask him on a date, and then he asked me before I could ask him. So I like was on my break at work, and I was about to walk out and text him and be like, hey, you want to go on a date like tonight or whenever? And then I walk out, and like he had texted me. He's like, hey, like sorry, this is kind of informal, but you want to go on a date? So we went and got crepes at the creperie. It was a fun date. Just lots of conversation and lots of fun.
If I had to describe like our dating like time in one word, I would say priceless. I'd say priceless because the amount of time we've spent together is unheard of. Like we have seen each other every day consecutively just for so long, and I feel like time is like the only thing that like doesn't like have a monetary value per se, and so that's why I would like name it as priceless, because like the amount of time we spent together, like we'll never get that back, but like it was spent in such a good way, it doesn't really matter. So that's what I would say about our time. Yeah.
That's sweeter than mine. My word was gonna be goofy.
Yeah, that was good.
I just think like we're playful, like one of those. I just feel like we're like fun together, and we're not really that boring. We're just like laughing and kind of like giddy around each other. Like we just have fun with each other because we love each other. So goofy. That's it.
I feel about you. I don't know how I can be so drawn into you. I think I'm falling into you. I think I'm caught up in the wave of you.
So the proposal, basically, he planned it out so perfectly so that I shouldn't have known that it was gonna happen, but I knew because of my instincts.
I think that's a lie,
No,
but
it's not.
she's gonna say otherwise.
Basically, like a week before, his mom texted in a group chat and was like, okay, everyone, we're having family pictures next week. It's like we were just like getting ready to have pictures. It was on a Sunday that we were gonna take the pictures, and so like we go to church, and then his mom's like, you guys actually just go first. Like, there were all these like little details that made it so believable. She's like, you guys go first, we're running late. So we like go first, and like the photographer comes out and he's like, oh hey, like, is your family just coming after? And he's like, yeah. So he's like, okay, I'll just take your guys' pictures first. So we just like start walking and taking pictures, and we eventually like end up at this place with like all these cute pictures of us and like rose petals and like a marry me sign. And so I, like, my eyes were shut and I like opened my eyes and he's like kneeling down, right? But like then he didn't say anything. He was just looking at me. Then I was like, you haven't said anything yet. Like, I actually said that. And then he's like, can you marry me? And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Because he like always would fake propose to me before then. And so I was like, is this one actually real? But yeah, I just remember like his eyes were just like full of tears, and like he was just like smiling, like he didn't really know what to say. It was sweet. And then he popped the question.
I basically just like had everything set up, and I made it like my mom, like I told my brother to ask my mom to like leave church early and like make my mom like believe it and whatnot, and all these other small little details to sell it. And then yeah, we like went to the spot and I proposed, and yeah, admittedly I didn't say anything. I didn't know what to say. it was just a starstruck moment. Didn't really quite know how to explain it and what to say. But yeah, and then I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. And then we went back to her place to see all of her family and friends, and yeah, I get to celebrate with everybody, show off the ring. So yeah.
Ring. Some of my favorite qualities of Ephraim are his patience. You need to have a lot of patience to be with me, but he does so well at it. I would say his thoughtfulness, just like thinking about every like little detail and like every little thing that would make me happy. And I just love, kind of like I already said, like his playfulness. Like, it's just like fun to be around him. He's like someone you can just like genuinely be so happy with. Like, you can feel like the happiness with him.
For my like top qualities for Noelle, I think mine would also be thoughtfulness. Not thoughtfulness in the way of like thinking per se, but more so thoughtfulness in the way of like the things that like she does for me. She's always like going out of her way to do more for me, or she always gets me like a treat or like a basket or something when I'm like having a hard day, or even just like a normal day. Or like she'll always leave notes everywhere, so I really love that. I love her authenticity, like how genuine of a person she is. She's not like fake. She's not gonna walk into a room full of people and like put on like a mask or like a different facade. She's just gonna be like her and like who she is, and just the loving, caring person that she is. What I'm most excited about to like marry you and be with you for time and all eternity is probably like just having somebody always like there with me to like help me with things, somebody that's like there to be thoughtful for me and like help me. And like, I don't know, my life has been so much easier and like a lot more stress free with like you being there, and I just am so excited for like life to be like that, but also to like handle stressful moments in life together. I feel like we've been put through like a good amount of like stressful things and like moments, and we always seem to like pull it together and figure out. And I'm excited to like grow together and like build together, build one day a family and like our careers and our lives together, and like build like something worth remembering for. So that's what I'm excited for.
That's good. That's a good answer. I think I'm most excited just like to have someone like to go through life with. Like, there's a song called Married Young, and like he talks about how people think he's crazy, but he's like, we're gonna make mistakes anyways, so like might as well do it with the person you love. So I mean, like, obviously we're like gonna make mistakes and go through stuff, but like that's kind of like the point of like having like your partner, is like to go through it together. So I'm just excited to like go through life together and like make mistakes, but like grow together and just like start a life together.